Okay, right now I am waiting on a client and we will be demonstrating the behavior therapy. Come in.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Dixon. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm fine. Thank you for
Good.
asking. All right, well, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself.
Okay.
I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I am currently a graduate student at Troy University working towards a master's degree in social services.
Okay.
And before we get into our session, I just want to inform you of your rights as a client.
Okay.
And then I also just want to let you know that anything we speak about will be confidential, will not leave this room, except for in the case of 3 instances, and that's if you speak of harming yourself or
Okay.
others, or if any reasonable suspicion comes up about child abuse or neglect of a minor,
Okay.
or in case court order or subpoena. All right, so if you can just go ahead and read about over that, and I can get you to sign and date it, just letting me know you understand.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, good, thank you. Okay, what brings you into the office today?
Well, we have a new policy implemented on my job, which is no smoking, and we can no longer smoke on the premises. So I need to stop smoking because I can no longer have my 15-minute smoke breaks throughout the day, and because of health reasons, I really need to stop. So I need some help to stop smoking.
Okay, well, I'm certainly glad you came in today. And I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions to get
Okay.
some history about your cigarette smoking.
Okay.
When did you begin smoking cigarettes?
About 20 years ago. It started off as recreational with my siblings and I playing cards, and my sister smoked and my brother also smoked. So me being bored, I was just like, well, let me hit it, let me try it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, and eventually the more we entertained each other, I started getting into the pattern of smoking when I was drinking, and it went from there where I got up in the mornings looking for a cigarette with my cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Then after meals, I wanted a cigarette, and at night, of course, to relax and get ready for bed. So I became a smoker.
Okay, so it started off for recreational use and then, it just built up over
Yes.
the years. Okay. About how many cigarettes do you smoke per day?
I smoke a pack.
About a pack? So that's like about 20
20
cigarettes.
cigarettes, yes.
Okay. And do you just smoke, you say you smoke in the mornings when you wake up,
Yes.
after meals,
Mhm.
and at night?
Yes.
All right. So, have you attempted to quit smoking in the past?
I have, but it didn't work. But I tried. I tried to do it cold turkey, and I was able to do it for a day, but I was so irritated that, I just had to have something in my mouth, and I just couldn't, I was very agitated. Very agitated.
Okay. And do you have any health problems related to cigarette smoking?
Yes, I do. I have high blood pressure and high cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
So I do need to get that changed as well.
Okay. Well, going back to when you attempted to quit smoking before, you said you were feeling agitated. What other feelings were you having?
I was kind of hungry. I wanted to keep putting something in my mouth. You got anything to eat? Got some candy or something?
I have a piece of candy. I've actually noticed. I noticed you've been fidgeting a little bit.
Yeah.
What are you feeling right now?
I need something to calm my nerves.
Mm-hmm. I completely understand. And all of the feelings that you have are normal.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're trying to end an addiction, whether it's overeating or giving up caffeine and nicotine as well, you know, you're going to feel some type of anxiety. So the fact that you are able to recognize that, you know, that's good.
Okay.
And let's see. All right. I noticed you said that your place of employment, you know, it's now a smoke-free environment.
Yes.
All right. Have you been abiding by the rules? Are you not smoking at work?
Yes. And it is bothering me. I went as far as to get in my car, drive up the street and back just to smoke a cigarette because I was having a bad day and I really needed to calm my nerves. So I don't want to keep doing that either because I almost got in trouble because I took more than 15 minutes, but I was able to get by this time, but next time I may not be so lucky.
Oh, I definitely understand.
I don't want to lose my job.
Right. No, you definitely don't want to lose your job. Okay, so that happened a couple of times. For instance, yesterday, what did you do at work?
Well, break time came and I went outside to see if anybody else was out there, you know, because I wasn't the only person smoking, so that maybe we can entertain in some conversation. I just enjoyed the fresh air and sunshine because I just needed to break the monotony. I needed to get out of the building. So I went outside and enjoyed the birds singing and the traffic flowing.
Okay, anything to take your mind off the cigarettes.
Yes.
And you know what, though? That going outside and getting fresh air, you're already finding alternatives to smoking. So,
Okay.
you know, I commend you on that. That's
Thank
very
you.
good. So, where would you like to see yourself in the future, as in with your cigarette smoking?
Smoke free.
Okay. You know, that's a long-term goal for you. You know, I heard you say that in the past you tried to quit cold turkey. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to set up short-term goals to work towards that. You know, you have to crawl before you can walk.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I think a self-management technique would be a very good place to start with you. And
Okay.
self-management is basically, it is what it sounds like. You know,
Okay.
you're going to be in control of your journey.
Okay.
You know, I would like for you to set a contract for yourself. Basically, you're going to set a goal for this week,
Okay.
and then you're going to set your own rewards and consequences. So if you meet your goal for the
okay.
week, then you get to reward yourself.
Okay.
And if you,
But no cigarette, right?
well, you know what? We're going to get to that.
Okay.
If you don't meet your goal, then it's going to be a consequence that you're going to come up with yourself.
Okay.
All right. So, what is something that you think you can begin today?
Today? In rewarding myself?
As in, for a goal. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
for a goal? Okay. I guess we can start with trying not to smoke after meals,
Okay.
because I might need to, like I said, crawl before I can walk, and I know in the mornings right now I got to have it, because when I drink that cup of coffee, they accompany each other so well.
Okay. The cigarette, the nicotine complements the caffeine.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to not smoke after a meal.
Right.
All right. So an example of a reward could be, you know, you could set up a money jar.
Okay.
And every day that you meet your goal, put a couple of dollars in your jar. And then at the end of the week, no, the reward actually would be at the end of the week.
Okay.
You know, if you've met your goals, then splurge on yourself. Do something guilt-free for yourself.
Okay.
All
I
right.
can do that.
Okay?
I can do
You
that.
definitely do those rewards. And, you know, if you don't meet your goal, then a consequence could be maybe donating the money to a charity. So that way it's still a good deed, but you don't get to spend it on
Okay.
yourself.
Okay.
All right. But, you know, you don't necessarily have to do those. I'm just giving you an example,
Okay.
and I want you to come up with that. All
Okay.
right. And also, I have some smoking cessation information for you.
Okay.
And you know, you've already done a lot of these things. You said that you go outside and get fresh air. And then, you know, also stretching or finding other things to do, like look for other people to talk to. People who are trying to quit smoking or not smoking. You know, that's a good idea. Another thing I have is the blue.
Okay.
And with this, it satisfies, it does have some nicotine in it,
Okay.
but it's smoke free. And then it also satisfies that motion of smoking the cigarette and having something in your hand.
Okay.
All right.
I just thought about something I could do because I won't be smoking after my after my meals. I might need to do some exercising
That would be a good thing as well.
because I got to work on that cholesterol and that blood pressure.
Right.
So okay, I think I would like doing this self-management contract.
Okay, good deal. And then, in addition to the contract, I want you to start keeping a journal.
Okay.
You know, anytime you feel an urge to smoke, write about it.
Okay.
You know, write what you think maybe triggered it, and also write what you did to satisfy that urge.
Okay.
You know,
I can
and
do
then we'll go over that during our next session, and then I'll see how your contract is going.
Okay, so you want me to write this up and bring it back to you next week when I come,
Yes.
along with how I attempt to keep it.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I can do that.
Good. And you know what? I commend you for coming in today.
Thank
You
you.
know, and I'm so glad to be working with you on your journey to quit smoking.
Yes.
All right. And you have a good evening.
Thank you. And I'll see you on next week.
Right. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.